Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. I would like to thank all my new subscribers, and I would like to thank you all for watching my videos. Also, I just want to let you know that I have an Etsy shop and it's Creations by Laurel, so I really would appreciate if you'd go check it out. Maybe get something if you like it. There are some items on there that you've probably seen on my channel, and then there's other things that I've done off camera. So today I thought we would do some earrings, and I'm going to do a large, medium, and a small oval earring. And these are for posts because you'll connect this hole to this hole. So I'm going to use the round for the larger, and then for medium I thought what would really be cute is using these hearts, and I thought that would be great, as the post connected like that. And then for the small oval, I have this tiny little oval here that's from a Dollar Tree mold, and I thought to connect those two would be really lovely. And this one you'll have to do twice because obviously there's only one oval. So I have everything laid out how I want it. So for the larger mold, I'm doing white mica powder and these really pretty rhinestones. And then for the medium, I'm doing pink mica powder, and these are called rhinestones, but they're just like a kind of like a holographic little heart. And I'm not sure if those are for nails or if it's just for resin, but I'm going to use those in the medium size. And then for the small, I'm going to use red, and I don't have red mica powder, so I'm going to use these soft pastels, and I have a red in there, and I'm going to use the red and just shave it off with my X-Acto knife into my mixing bowl to make like a red color, and I'm just going to use it as like a mica powder. And then I'm going to decorate it with these rhinestones. So I think we should move some of this stuff aside and then get started. So I have to remember, I have to keep everything so that it'll be easy to remember where and what I am doing. So first, I think I will just put, I have these like little spoons, and I'm just going to put a little bit of the pink mica powder. I don't really need a lot, but that might be a little too much, so I'll just take a little out if I can. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same with the white. Just move these aside so I don't get any mica powder on them while I'm doing this. Now with the white, I might need a little bit more because I want it more opaque. And then for the red, it's going to be a little messy, but I think it should work fine. And I need a baby wipe on hand just in case, because it's going to get a little messy, especially on my hands. You can wear gloves to do this. You don't have to, touch it with your fingers. And I'm just going to scrape some of this off in here to make the red. And I'll place that back, and you can see it's just a nice powder. Wipe it off my X-Acto knife. Set that aside. All right, so we have those ready. This can be put away now. And now you have to keep track of like what you're doing so I don't make a mistake. I have posts, and these are just 2mm posts. The end is a 2mm. And then it comes with these butterfly backings. So I have 6 of those for the earrings. The rhinestones go with the red. And I'm just trying to keep track because I don't want to mess this up in any way. So we'll start with the mold. Now we're not going to fill it totally to the top. We're just going to fill in the bottom part because we have things to put in. So I'll just put my UV resin in here. I'm not really sure how much I'm going to need because we have to do those also. Okay, and then next we're going to mix them up. Okay, so we'll just mix these up. That's a really pretty pink. Okay, next is the white. We might need a little more white. And then the red. And this one you might mix up just a little bit longer than the mica powders just to make sure everything's dissolved. But as you can see, it's a very pretty red. It's probably a little bit more like translucent than opaque, but I just wanted to show you that, but I can put a drop of the red colorant in there also just to darken it up just a pinch, just 2 drops. And let's see if I can find the white really quick, because if I can find the white, I can do the same with that. And of course the white's all the way in the back. So I'll just add a couple drops just to darken it up a bit, because I do want it more opaque. I'll just mix that up. And then now you can see how white it's getting. It's still pearlized from the mica powder. And this actually helped quite a bit too, just a little bit. Okay. So you can mix the two together. It doesn't hurt anything. And let's see, I'll need these also. All right, so to begin, the large one is the white. But before I do that, I almost forgot. We have to use the hot air gun and get the bubbles out. to put too much heat on that, but just enough to get the bubbles out. And I still see bubbles there. Oop. See if I can get that. There, I think it popped it. There. Okay, so the large oval I'm going to do in pink, and I'm not going to fill it that much because I kind of want it like half full, maybe not even. Okay, I'm just going to let it go and glide up to where the hole is, and then have it go down to the bottom. All right. Make sure there's no bubbles. It does have a bubbly effect for some reason, but that's all right. So the, uh-oh, I might have made a mistake already. Okay, so the pink was supposed to be for these hearts, but oh, that's okay. I can just switch it up a bit. I'm going to do the white for these hearts. So the pink is going to be for this, white for the hearts. Okay, so I did the pink in here, and I wanted the round connector in pink, and I'm just going to fill that up with the pink. Because the stones are going to be within here. And let me see, like the back of them, because I know it drops down quite a bit in there, and I don't know if I should put them in yet. I don't think so, but I'll just leave that. Okay, and so for the white, we have the heart connector, and that is over here. So we'll do 2 of these. You gotta be careful so you don't put too much in, so it doesn't cover up the hole, because you need that hole. If it does happen, you can just drill the hole out if you need to. And I think I need just a little bit more in there, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and do a drop there. Oops. Put that back over here. And then the red is going to go in here, and then we need the oval, the small oval. So just give it another mix. And this is going to be the rhinestone, so I'm going to do about half full. And I'll do this little oval here. For some reason it doesn't want to go around the hole, and I don't want it to create a bubble, so I'm just waiting for it to naturally go around. Okay, so then this I have to just add a little bit more. All right. All right, so next we'll start curing. So I'm going to do 180 seconds on top and then turn them over and do 180 seconds on the bottom. And I'll be right back. All right, so they are done curing. A couple of these I can remove from the mold, but the rest we have to still work on. So we can take these out, the hearts, and we can take this one out, and I'll make another one off camera. And we can take these out. I'm not going to do anything with those. I'm just going to leave them pink. And then now we got to get to this. Let's see. So we'll put in some clear resin. Not a lot, because once you place the items in, it might overflow, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, and I'm going to wait with this. Okay, might need a little more in there. And I do see bubbles, so we do have to get rid of the bubbles. Okay, and then these are for this one. And I'm not sure how I'm going to get these in, because last time I had a hard time with the tweezers also. Doesn't want to grip onto it. All right, I sort of have an idea, but I don't think that'll work though. Okay, I'm just going to pick them up with my fingers and drop them in. And then I will move them around after I get them all in. All right. Now I thought maybe I could get 4 of them in, but I think only 3 will fit. And that's okay. I took out enough just in case. Alright, so let me just get those in place. Alright, so these can go back in here. And these I did the same, I just took out some just to see. I see a bubble though, right on the side. And then I'm just going to place these in here. I think these would be just 3. Okay, so I'm having a little issue with this, so I'm going to have to take this out first, and I know I don't want to get resin all over the place, but I will have to take these out. And I think because they're raised a little bit, this one won't go down all the way because of the fact that It's an oval, so it's leaning on the edges there. So I'm just gonna, oops, take this out. I'm gonna clean this mess up right there that I just did so it doesn't interfere with the other earrings. And let me just straighten these out a little bit, get them to where I want them. Because I'm going to do a top coat on these. I'm going to cure these for 30 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that those are cured, I'm just going to put another layer on here. And I'm going to put a layer over these. I'm just going to use my tool to guide this around. I might need, I don't think I need any more than this. Maybe I do. A little bit more on this one, I think. Maybe on both. I didn't want to do bubbles, but it happens. Alright, so from there. Okay, this one needs a little bit more. And then let me just get the bubbles out. And then we can start putting these in again. Okay, so now they're sitting above and they had a little bit, they've got a little bit more room on the edges there. Okay, once I get these in, then I'll start moving them around to where I want them, and then we'll cure it. All right. All right, so actually they kind of went in a pretty good way. I'm just kind of moving them around just a little bit more. You might want to move this up a little bit more. And that. I'm just trying to space them so they look really good. And they look even. This one keeps wanting to move down. All right, so now I'm going to cure this for 90 seconds. Okay, so now those are cured. We can take them out, but I wanted to do these first. And if I cure them again, it's not really going to hurt anything. And I wanted to do something with this also. So let me see if I can find a glass tile and oops, some sticky tack. Here we go. And I'm just going to put that on there. So the bottom side is on the sticky tack. All right, so these are looking pretty nice. I really like these. This one I might have to do a little bit more. Yeah, I'll have to do another thin layer on here because the heart is showing through. These are all secure. And so let me just put a nice layer on here. Spread it around. Trying to be very careful with this. Okay, so we'll move this over here because I'm going to do this first. And I'm going to choose, they're like sort of a larger rhinestone, but not the largest. So it's the second largest of all the rhinestones here. If I can get them out. All right, might have to get some more. So I did have to do another layer on here also, so I'm going to do that right now. Just another little top coat while it's still in the mold. And I'm just making sure it just goes to the edge of the mold. I'm just making sure I get everything because it's hard to see. Now, depending on the holes, sometimes the jump rings won't go into them because on the mold the holes are too small, and the jump rings are at a curve, so it's hard to get them through. So what you can do is just use a larger, obviously you're going to use a larger jump ring to connect two together, but you can drill the hole larger with just a little bit larger drill bit, and I found that that works really well. Okay, it seems like everything's covered. I'm just making sure. Okay. So now we're just going to cure that for, I'd say 60 seconds. Okay, so now I'm just going to do, okay, this is done. And I'm just going to do another top coat on here. Okay. So when you start doming these like this, it makes it a lot thicker. And these are fairly thick to begin with. So I'm probably going to have to drill like the larger hole like I mentioned. And then I'll probably also have to use a larger jump ring. So like about a 10 millimeter, I think will work. I'm hoping it'll work. Sometimes I wonder, I have these great ideas and then there's always like some sort of complication with it, but it doesn't matter because they're fixable. Okay, trying to get these straight is sometimes difficult, but just do your best. These are handmade, so it's not going to be perfect. So you can just keep moving them around until you get them into the spot you want them. And they still move around afterwards. And I'm trying to get the spacing about the same. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. All right, so while that's curing, I'm going to work on this. I'm just going to put a clear top coat on it. Just put a dab. It's going to be a very thin top coat. Make sure you get it to go to the edges, but don't let it run over. Just make sure I got it to the edges on all of them. I can't really tell. I'm trying to do it without getting my head into the camera. Okay, so for this one, I'm just going to add 3. And then I'm going to cure that for 90 seconds. Okay, now these are all cured, so I can remove that. Keep your sticky tack and your glass tile handy because we're going to need that. Remove those. And I did do another one off camera. Remove these. Those are really pretty. And then the hearts. Those are also very pretty. And I think with these heart up on top, that'll look really nice. Or if you want, you can just, you know, use it like that. You still have to use a wider jump ring, but let's see. I think these are going to be gorgeous. So what we need to do now is, for these, the whole face is down, because that's where you're going to connect it to your piece. This one I'm thinking might be a little too thick. We might not use it, but we'll see. So with your glass tile, just split your sticky tack. I have more, so I'll just pull them all out so I can just do them all at one time. If you don't have you know, several tiles and sticky tack. Just do one at a time, one pair at a time. Alright, so I'm just going to turn them over so the back side faces up and make sure that the hole is facing down. Because you don't want to put your post in the wrong spot. That. And if for some reason you put the post on these and you decide not to use them, you can use them for another pair of earrings. Maybe the bottom piece will be a little thinner, or, you know, however it turns out. Alright, so this is all we need to do. And then these I'm just going to put over here for now, just to get them out of my way. And then I'll just take these out. I hope I have enough. Let's see, 3, okay, 6. So what you're going to do is you're just going to put a little resin on the back of each. And obviously this one's just a touch because they're so small. Don't let it go down into the hole. Be very careful. Spread it out. You can do it to the edges. This is just the back, but you still want it to look good, so spread it to the edges. Be careful around the holes so you don't let it drip down inside. You don't want it to do that. Okay. And make sure that it doesn't flow over the side. You don't want that to happen either. Okay, so I have the 2mm posts. They're very small. 4mm would work on these also, except for the smaller one. So we're just going to place it towards the top. And I'm just putting these on first. These can go more towards the center. That. And then these you have to be careful with so you don't cover up the hole, but you do have them close enough to the top but not like hanging over. Okay, that one just moved. Alright, that one moved. And that one moved. So you're going to have to move them back if they do that, but that's okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit of resin here, get it on the end of my mixing utensil, and then dab it over the base of the post. And it won't do anything to your ear. It's not harmful. It just secures the post so it doesn't come off. Now if you want, you can also just glue them on with E6000 if that's what you prefer. I like doing it this way because I know the posts stay on, and I have worn earrings like this already and it has not done anything to my ears. No allergic reaction, nothing. And also make sure that you get posts with no nickel in them, because that could be harmful to your ear. I usually, it's usually like a silver coating over copper, or brass. I believe it's more so brass. But when you order them, just read what the composition of them are, and they should say no nickel. Okay, so this one's just headed off to who knows where and sliding off. This one just doesn't want to stay on. It's like, nope, no, I'm not going to be an earring. That's okay though. Just as long as we get those covered up, get them in the center. Okay, I gotta clean this up and get this out of the way, because if I put the light there, I don't want it to get on the resin. Oops, that one really took off to who knows where. Get that back up there. Now when you're putting these on your sticky tack, make sure they're level, because then it won't slide. Mine are sliding because it's not level. All right, I'm going to cure these for 60 seconds. Okay, so now they're cured. I can remove them from the sticky tack. Oh. Let's put that together there. And then you can see how it just coats it and it won't come off. And then I just put these back in my drawer for next time. Alright, so I already tried one of these on here, so I'm going to have to definitely drill larger holes. So let me just see. These are rather thin, so I probably don't have to do these. And these are sort of thin, so I'll leave those. This one I'll have to drill larger. So let me just move these over. I don't want to get dust everywhere. So my drill bit is a little bit bigger than normal. Usually when I drill holes, I use this drill bit. You can see that there's a big difference. So what the problem is when you open these to the side, the curve of the jump ring will not fully go through the hole. So that's why we have to widen the holes so it has a little bit more area to feed through. Let's see. I think I'll start with this one, and I'm just going to go from behind and do it. And see how big the hole is? Let me show you really quick. Okay, get some of the mess off. And see, you can see the difference in the hole size. So this will give you a little bit more area to feed that curve through. And that's why I made sure that these were down farther. Okay. All right, so let me do these and then I'll clean up, and then we'll start putting them together, and I'll also do these too because those are thicker also. So I'll be right back. Okay, so hopefully that did the trick. So next, I'm gonna start putting them together. See how easy it is now? Now, these are the regular holes, but this is thinner, and you can see that it just feeds through. I should have showed you, when they're the thinner holes, they will not feed through. So with the thicker hole, you just place it on. Make sure the front is facing the front. You don't want the post showing in the front. Okay, so these are thicker jump rings. I highly recommend these. Here's one of the earrings. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. It goes right through. Same with that one. I just can't, for some reason, close these because they're very heavy duty, and it's great because, like I said, you will not lose these. It's the first pair. I think those are gorgeous. I might even put these up in my Etsy shop. And again, it's Creations by Laurel. If anybody is interested. Okay, so gotta make sure all the stones are facing the same place. Oh, these are pretty too. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. Now, even though I goofed up because I wanted the white with these, I think it looks great just the way it is. And same with this one. You know, I kind of planned it out ahead of time, but you know, and then I realized, oops, I poured it into the wrong mold. Make sure those two ends meet. And also, if you want, you could always just hide that. Those don't look like they're meeting up very well, so I have to fix those a little bit. And you can always push that opening towards the back, but it's really not noticeable. And oops, the last pair. These are so cute. And then make sure, oops, let me see. Oh, I'm just trying to get it through that hole. That is so cute. Actually, you know what would have been really cute, now that I think about it, is if I did the red heart. That would have been kind of cool too. But that's okay. I like it just the way it is. Okay. And then once you're done, just put your backs on. All right, so here are all the earrings. I think they're absolutely beautiful. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell for notifications of upcoming videos. In the description box below, you will find links to my Etsy shop, Creations by Laurel, and you'll also find links to my jewelry, my artwork, and my photography. And you'll find links to all the supplies I used today. So thank you again for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.